Kilian, you had your first road start at center. What did you make of it? And looking back, how did you feel like you did?
Yeah, it was a blast. Just getting to play in a road atmosphere like that. There's definitely a lot to clean up. Just across the board, so much that we can, that we felt like we left out there on the table. But it's always great to go into someone else's place and come out with a win.
How did you feel with the noise, and how did you feel like you handled it?
I thought it was, still a lot to get better at, but it was a good first road game. Get a test of the atmosphere and the noise that we're going to be facing the rest of the season.
What's the message to you guys and maybe communication amongst yourselves at the end of that game where it looks like, hey, it's on you guys to finish this out on the ground?
Yeah, I mean, we know, we knew what it was going to take. We knew that we had to come in and close that game out, and so we were all confident that we could just go in there and get the job done.
Did you feel represented with Big Jaw's score for the big men?
I mean, that was one of the best things I've ever seen. I didn't realize till after the game it was 70 plus yards. I mean, it looked like it was in slow motion, but not because of his running, just because the whole event that took place. So, I totally felt represented. I was so excited for Jaw. I'd say he's the jolliest guy I know. I mean, he's just a big, happy kid, and we're really lucky to have a guy like him on our team.
He said he did the belly rub for representation of all big men.
Yeah, I can tell. He killed it.
Did you expect to go back on the field? Did you see that he scored, or were you just?
I watched the whole thing. I had a great view for it. I was just like, the ball, like when it was tipping up in the air, it felt like it was up in the air forever. But it was just awesome to watch.
It's like blocking him.
He makes me better every day. He's a big dude. He's powerful, but I like to think that we make each other better every day. So.
How do you assess how the run game did at Purdue?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot to clean up, but like I said, we finished strong. So there's a lot of positives that came out of it. Well, a lot of it we were one guy away, one play away, and so I think we have a lot to build on, and so just looking forward to being able to clean that up this week.
What have you seen from this Michigan State defensive line you guys are going to go up against this weekend?
They're a good front seven. They play hard. From what I've watched, they all have great motors. Linebackers are seasoned guys, so it's gonna be a great game.
I think it talks a lot about not comparing this year to years past, and especially last year. But getting that win on the road, what does that do for you guys the rest of this year moving forward?
I mean, we tried to take it one game at a time. We call it a one-game season. We have, only thing we're looking forward to is this Saturday at 8 o'clock. We can't look past that. And so, we try to learn from the past, but just stay in the moment.
The student section's kind of back. How much does that help you guys? Does that have an impact?
Yeah. I mean, when we're at home, having a full student section's awesome. It gets the place rocking. I know from playing on the road, it gets tough when there's a student section, especially when they're all riled up and all that. So we're really need the Trojan fans out there this weekend. I know it's a late one, but as many of them that can get out there, we'd love to see you there. So.
You guys were slow to get started in the run game in this past game, and it really seemed to kick into gear in the fourth quarter. What was the difference as far as you guys as you see it?
I mean, I think there's a lot of good in both halves. I think we just a few things away in the first half, and I'm proud of our group for being able to adjust. We made a lot of sideline adjustments, a lot of halftime adjustments, and we were able to come out with a win and run the ball well in the second half.
What did you do during the lightning delay?
I actually just sat outside, not in the rain, but we were under the stadium and just kind of sat outside and sat with Elijah and Tobias and just kind of hung out, just try to stay off our feet and not try to get too amped up and just stay level and be ready whenever we were able to play.
How much do you learn about your fellow offensive linemen after each start? Like, how much do you really gain knowledge-wise after each start?
I mean, I think it's you really learn so much because you learn how to just keep playing better next to each other. You learn you learn more about the guys next to you and how they communicate. And when, especially in a road game like this, you learn like when everything's loud, like how do they communicate and all that. And I think the guys did a really good job of that. And so it's just important to just take mental notes of like what each of us can improve on and how to make it easier for each other.